5 a.m. stream. What's up, Quo? Why are you here? Why are you awake? What are you doing? Dude, people love that game, huh? I never could get into it. Makes me feel like I'm missing out, but I mean, it's been a while since I've tried, so I don't know. Intermediate? 1,500 hours. Seems legit. What? Really? I've I've done it quite a bit with well, StarCraft obviously, but also Monster Hunter is the only other game I've ever put that much into. Granted, I've never played a single Monster Hunter game for 1,000 hours. But I guess the combination of them, because I think the most I've ever played a single one was probably like 350, something like that. Big number. I don't think there are any games on Steam that I've played much more than like 100 hours. Hi, Lim. Lim Kagan? Is it Kagan? Is that close enough? What is TG? I don't remember. My birthday is November 23rd. Hey, what's up, Mike? My day was okay today. I'm feeling a little bit better today, so I figured I'll stream a little bit. Still kind of exhausted, but it's the best I felt in the last few days. Great con, yeah. Your dad's birthday and his wife is also the same birthday. You know why there's so many November birthdays? It's because of Valentine's Day. Makes sense, yeah. Yeah, I got like 4 family members that are November as well. Oh, okay. You know, I was actually surprised that when I looked it up, that November is not the highest. It's not actually like the most birthdays. Kind of surprised me because it feels like everybody I talk to is like November. Or there's a lot of Novembers, but apparently it's not November. I don't remember which month it was, but yeah, not November. I don't remember. I'm surrounded by Terrans. Okay, cool. You have a good night, dude. August, okay. Dang it, it's a Zerg. I was hoping anything but Zerg, so I could just go heavy goon. And I rushed. Yeah, actually, it's not impossible this game. Actually. It's not something I do very often, but it's not like it's viable here. I kind of have to wait and see if red is drops or not, though. If it's just going to be Vulture. We haven't seen Vultures yet, so I'm starting to think drop. which makes it a little bit harder, since he'll be like quick early tank. Okay. Yeah, I can Reaver. It's going to be really slow, Reaver. Like, we'll go into it really slow. I don't know that blue's bio, though, either. Okay. Oh, no. I don't have range yet. Okay, I have range now. Well, let's not start lagging, please. Sucks. This dude just thinks I can walk through mines. Wait. This Terran being at on my left is so bad. Ah! It's frustrating. Playing in this lag in this position is going to tilt me out of my mind. Can't expand either. He can just tank it from here. Sucks. If I get an expansion, I could win so easily, but I can't expand like this. And my team somehow failed to kill orange. Sucks. This guy thinks it's my fault too. I can't handle it. This guy's so dumb. What that's supposed to do. Why isn't White expanding it? Because he's terrible, man. He's just bad. Life is tough. The lag is amazing. I tried to space out my storms, but it stutter lagged like horribly, and I just stacked my storms instead. Yeah, white under 0 pressure never expanded. A little bit sad. A little bit sad. I'm a little bit triggered, sorry. It's my first game and I get really crappy teammates. Like, really crappy. I can only do 1 recall too, which is not going to be good enough. If I even get it off at all. If I can somehow get 6 o'clock and expand there, I can still win this game. Okay. Pretty good damage. I should have been double Stargate a long time ago. I have not. I'm at E. He has like no clue what's going on, and he keeps talking to me. Very frustrating. Like, don't give me two like super negative record teammates. That position was the worst possible position for me. What does that have to do with anything? Yeah, that's why I get frustrated, is when I feel like I feel like when I played pretty well, considering like I was so screwed in that game, right? If I had a position where I was like topside or something, like imagine I was where white was, right? First of all, I would have killed Zerg. Zerg would be dead. And I would have had at least 3 o'clock, and like, yeah, I would have been on 3 base, like easily at that point. And I could have won that game even with that team. Frustrating. Like, change positions and I win that game. What a frustrating first game back. Wine, wine, wine. That's what I do. Here to wine. Dude, dynamic turn rate is the worst. Can be sensitive when it comes to competing. You can learn better ways to try to be better. You can get off my team. Yeah, I agree. Like, I don't fault people for being bad, right? Like, I'm not mad. Like, did I complain about the Zerg at all? Right? Like, I don't call them out for being bad. It's not their fault that they're not good, but I don't want to play with them. You know what I mean? I'm just, like, not building anything. I'm gonna die. Completely zoned out talking to this guy. I'm just dead now. But it's like, you know, I don't call White out, right? I said something to him after, like, he'd spoken to me for, like, 2 minutes straight of telling me what to do. Maybe more. But it's like... I'm not mad at the players for being bad. Because it's not their fault. It's not like they're not trying. It's not like they're intentionally ruining games or something. They're just not good players. But it will frustrate me at the host when it's like, dude, sort the players. Like, how is it that every time I play against you, you have people that are like 70 to 80% win rates? This guy did not go me. Are you kidding me? 70 to 80% win rates, right? And I always have like sub 30%. Like, always. And it's like... And then I said something, and then he's like, well, then play on the home team. But that's not the point either. Like, I don't want to just win. I want good games, right? I want good, competitive, fun games. I don't want to stomp people, and I don't want games where it's like I don't get to compete because I have nothing to work with. Yeah, I was completely zoned out. He also sent the Zealot to me. He is in trouble. Go as far as to say dead. Or you guys are buying time. Granted, they're losing the 2v2 pretty hard. Yellow's not participating yet. But, I mean, Maiko's in great shape. Not great shape, actually, but it's okay. The thing is, we actually still would have won this game, but this guy's too dumb. Sad, sad. Yeah, we actually would have won, but he's just too dumb. It's a little bit depressing. This is what I mean. I don't care if you're bad, but it's like, if you're dumb, it bothers me. It's gonna be one of those nights, guys.
Forces are under attack require more vesting gas. We require more vesting gas.
No, it's just... actually, I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's just weird. If he stayed, we win 100%. Like, Orange is barely alive, right? Like, look at this. And the guy's going Mask alive because there's not a Terran anymore for him to worry about. But the problem is now I'm just against 3 people going mass anti-muta because White's kind of randomly brain dead. It's a shame. Such a nice game I used to play it so many years ago. It is a great game. As long as people aren't brain dead, huh? You don't suck enough, get out of here. Yeah, it's just weird, like neither of them were very good. And the Terran was really, he was really bad, like his macro was bad. He was on like 2 rack, 2 building factories. Again, I don't care. I don't care that he wasn't good, that's fine. But I don't understand why people choose to pretend, and this happens in League of Legends all the time, which is why I'd stopped playing. But people just pretend like something's your fault, right? Like, they lost 2v2. Our Protoss he was knocked down to like 2 or 3 probes in the 2v2. And then they blamed me. And it's like, I'm still going to win this game, right? You guys lost the 2v2, and I will still win this game. Except our Terran, just randomly, like you said, it was like random animosity towards the stream, which is weird. And he's like, no, I'm not gonna let you win because I'm a child about it, and I need to be right. Like, this happens on League of Legends all the time, where it's like, they blame you for something, and then you can still be the reason that your team wins, and they purposely will make you lose just so that they're still right. You know what I mean? And it's like, if that makes you feel better, dude, then you do you. But this is kind of weird to me. Kinda weird. But again, whatever makes you feel better. I'm not that triggered by it. Like, they're just wrong. Like, I know they're wrong, and I know they're bad, and they're just dumb. So, like, that doesn't trigger me. What always made me mad, what makes me mad, I say this all the time. If people knew why I get mad at them, they would be offended that I'm mad at them. Because it's not that they're bad that I'm mad, right? It's not that they're not playing well, or that they're wrong, or something. It's that they're so dumb that I can't explain to them why they're dumb because they can't grasp it, and that's what makes me mad. Like, I'm literally mad because you're stupid. So if you knew why I was getting mad at you, you would be upset that I'm mad at you. But what can you do? Exactly. That's exactly it. He's the one that left. What is happening tonight? Where are all these stupid people coming from? Look at the stats of the people. I did, and what I said was that my team is under 50%. You're asking for experts. You called me a retard and left. I didn't even leave. This is so weird, man. Who are these people? What is happening? Is this what happens when I play on Wednesday nights or something? Like, I don't know what's happening. Isn't it a school night? Can these people be online? It's almost 11 o'clock Central. What's up, Soju? Dude, you missed it, Soju. I think you would have found this really funny. Did I win yet? No, I guess not. I've played 2 games. And they have been freaking disasters. Summer, no school? Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Don't mind me. Dude, Soju, it's been... It's been weird. It's been a weird night tonight. Uh, let's give you a quick summary. I've tried playing 3 games so far. Alright, Mike, I appreciate it, dude. Alright, so I've tried playing 3 games. The first game I played with that medicated guy, and he gave me 2 teammates that are like sub 50%, while he had teammates that were both pretty good, actually. It was very frustrating, and I ended up in such a crappy position. I was 7 o'clock Protoss with a Terran sharing choke and another Terran at 9 o'clock, so I got ridged. I literally got walled and ridged, and I went Reaver drop into recalls. Still killed one of them. But my teammates were... I just couldn't win. I couldn't expand, I couldn't win, I couldn't get out. So it was like worst case scenario. It was very frustrating. And I said something to him, I was like, dude, every time I play with you, you always have winning records and you give me like the worst people. And like, whatever. That was just my first game. It was a frustrating first game. I don't care. My next game, we're talking about it, I guess. And one of my teammates gets 9 pulled. And then my other teammate is going Marine Bio. My teammate that got 9 pulled was Toss. And they ended up dying, like, in the 2v2. My Protoss went down to, like, 2 probes. And then Vulture showed up as my Spire was making, so he died, right? We were still 100% going to win this game. Because, like, I had Muta versus 9 pull and Vulture, right? And then my Terran teammate randomly starts going on about how bad I am and enjoy my loss on stream, and then left the game. So it's like, okay. Alright, my bad, I guess. I don't know what to tell you. And then I join an Experts game, this one right here, the Glibs Experts. And he's playing with a pre-mate, and he gives me 2 teammates under 50%. And I was like, and he starts the game, and I'm like, why are you starting, like, why are you keeping people below 50% asking for Experts? And then he said, that doesn't make any sense. And I was like, what's confusing? Like, are you always dumb too? I think is what I said. And then he said, check their stats, which obviously I had, so I don't really understand his point. And then I was going to play the game anyway, and then he called me a retard and left. These are my 3 games tonight. I don't know what's happening. Oh, man. This is fun. I'm actually having fun tonight. Yeah, I appreciate it, Queso. This is weird. This is a weird night. It was like glib something. Like, I joined the game and he said, oh, look, it's the noob Aussie. And then I said something about my teammates being under 50%, and then, yeah. I don't know who it was. People talk to me all the time, dude. Definitely I would. Yeah, maybe. Probably. I wouldn't be surprised. Like, I honestly wouldn't be surprised with, like, Harry Beanbag or something, right? Like, they're not the brightest people. Yeah, it's just weird. We're just off to a weird start. We'll see what happens. It's pretty entertaining. Like, I haven't streamed for like a few days now, right? This is pretty entertaining, at least. I'm not even mad. Not now. I was... Would I say that I was mad before? I was annoyed before, for sure. Nah, I wouldn't say I got mad yet. Maybe if I lose like 1 or 2 more, we'll get there. We can only hope. Dude, this guy asked for no lag, but he has no interest in sorting it out whatsoever. Mm-hmm. It's funny. I don't think my YouTube viewers like my rants. I've noticed anytime when I'm streaming, if I'm just like playing, my YouTube view goes up and my Twitch typically goes down. But when I go on like my rants and stuff, it's like it's like vice versa every time. It's kind of funny actually. I think it's because I'm new to YouTube, so a lot of people aren't used to my they're not used to my whining. Because when I upload videos, there's not a lot of it. There's not a lot of whining in my uploads. Because usually they're wins. I mean, I do some losses, but yeah. Alright, I have a pretty bad teammate. And that's okay. I care way less than 2v2. I wish people hosted 2v2 like way more often.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
I read you. SCP good to go, sir.
Not enough minerals.
I read you. SCP good to go, sir.
Dude, hearing music, man. It's the best.
SCP good to go, sir. Roger that.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
SCP good to go, sir. SCP good to go,
Additional
sir.
supply depots required.
I read you. Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Orders, Captain. SCP good to go, sir.
Man, do I just blind mech?
SCP good to go, sir.
I don't know.
Yes, sir.
I probably should,
I read you.
but I'm not going to.
I read you.
If I'm bio against mech in a 2v2 though, it's
Good to go, sir. I read you.
I can't click it. It's pretty doomed.
Yes, sir. Roger that. SCP good to go, sir. I read you. Roger that.
I would like for SCVs to stop getting stuck. Versus Hollywood? No.
Yes, sir. SCP good to go, sir. Orders, Captain. You want a piece of me, boy? I read you. Orders received. I read you. Report for duty. Job finished. Yes, sir. You want a piece of me, boy? SCP good to go, sir. I I read you. Roger that. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
Not enough minerals.
Commander. Yes, sir. Orders, Captain. SCV, good to go, sir. Give me something to shoot.
Not enough
Yes,
minerals.
sir. Yes, sir. Orders received. Right away, sir. Roger that. Orders, Captain. Roger that. I read you. You want a piece of me,
Additional
boy?
supply depots required.
For duty.
Not enough minerals.
SCV, good to go, sir. Orders received. Job finished. Standing by. Give me something to shoot. I read you. Yes, sir. You want a piece of me, boy? Yes, sir. Orders received. I read you. Affirmative. Piece of me, boy. Job finished. Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Hmm.
I read you. You want a piece of me, boy? Can't build there. Jacked up and good to go. Go, go, go. I read you. Orders, Captain? Commander. Go, go, go. Good to go, sir. Orders, Captain?
Not enough minerals.
That is less than ideal.
Jacked up and good to go. Go, go, go. Outstanding. SCV, good to go, sir. I can't build there. Reporting for duty. Orders, Captain? Give me something to shoot. Let's move. You want a piece of me, boy? Outstanding. Rock and roll. SCV, good to go, sir. Go, go, go. Outstanding. Rock and roll. Go, go, go. Rock and roll. Yes, sir. Give me something to shoot. Standing by. You want a
Not
piece of
enough
me, boy?
minerals. Not enough minerals.
Yeah, tonight is fine. Usually I do it on like the weekend, but I think I don't really care tonight. Oh, I just happened to go straight to tank? What the? Oh, maybe he's going drops. It's awkward.
Base is under attack.
Give me something to shoot. Rock and roll. Let's move. Go, go, go. Orders, Captain? You want a piece of me, boy?
Your forces are under attack. Not enough minerals.
Give me something to shoot.
I don't know.
Good to go, sir. Standing by. Jacked up and good to go. Rock and roll. Go, go, go. Let's move. You want a piece of me, boy? Rock and roll. Go, go, go.
Your forces are under attack.
Standing by. Rock and
Oh, nice, my bunker didn't build. That's awesome.
I read you. Give me something to shoot. Let's move. Outstanding.
I'm just dead now.
You want a piece of me, boy? Jacked up and good to go.
Your forces are under attack.
Jacked up and good to go. Outstanding. Let's move. Rock and roll.
I guess I didn't have the resources for my bunker. I'm in a 1v2. Like I said, if I'm going bio and they happen to have rolled a Terran that's going mech, then I just lose. Frustrating. Today is so frustrating, man. It's okay that I'm not having teammates, but like I also feel like I'm getting unlucky with positions in races. I prefer west. If you get into the same lobby as me, sure. Maybe I can get into games with these people. The thing is, usually my play with viewer stuff I do on Saturday or Sunday. Usually it's Sunday. Why is he not streaming tonight? I don't know. I don't really talk to Carlos that much off stream. Do some in-houses for a while. I need to get off the pubs right now. Some sort of rivalry. I don't think so. I think, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, actually. What is your... Can you add me? If you add me, you can just join through my friends list and get in here. Yes, it is. Right? Yeah. What? Hello? Oh, yeah, you have to connect your... So you're European, I guess, probably? Or Asian? You have to, connect through BattleNet to the other server, like to the West server. Dude, this pylon not building. I guess I wasn't holding control. I don't know. Or shift. What time is it there? It's probably pretty late, isn't it? Yeah, it's hard to explain how it works because I had to do it too when I would play on Europe. Oh, you're like kind of Eastern European then, yeah? Yeah, they got the perfect races. Sucks. Dude, what is happening with my hotkeys and stuff? Yeah, both Zergs have pretty bad eco, at least.
Upgrade complete.
Problem is, I think one of my teammates are gonna die soon. I'm the only one that's like in no danger at all, but blue doesn't have anything.
You've not enough minerals. My life for hire. I long for combat. I long for combat. My life for hire. Upgrade complete. My life for hire. Instructions. Input command. Receiving my life for hire. For vengeance. Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Instructions. What now calls? What now calls? Upgrade complete. Calls. Additional pylons.
Did I never get leg speed? What is wrong with me, dude?
Additional pylons. Your warriors have engaged the enemy. Transmitting. Battles. I heed thy call. Input command.
No, but I could find it pretty easily, I think. I was thinking that. But I'll fight like a man instead. Like a man. You think so? It actually was a little bit close. Like, I don't know why they didn't just kill 6 o'clock. So here's the problem. Okay, let's try this. I don't think this will work. But there's my battle tag. I've proved my worth. Thank you. Super. Oh, it did work. Well, how about that? Then I'm gonna remake or what? That's it? Just one game? One game and we're done? Well, I wanted to see if they were gonna remake the in-houses. If they don't, then you can make. We'll just give it another minute here. Are you able to join through friends list? Yeah.
You have not enough minerals. You must construct additional pylons. You've not enough minerals. You've not enough minerals.
Really? I think mech is so much better here. He picked Terran, so he's mech. You have to be aggressive early. With bio.
You've not enough minerals. You've not enough minerals.
No, killing the Overlord there is huge. Timmy! Timmy, my friend. You gotta be kidding me, man. Like, we're just kind of screwed now. Why not start this? Not doing anything right. Like, we're just screwed now. Like, just straight up screwed. The Marines covered literally nothing, so the bio, like, the going bio early did nothing for us here. Like, the game's just over. This is a bad fight by them. If the rest of the bio would come. Timmy, Timmy, Timmy. What is the point of going bio if we're not going to use it to control early? Timmy, Timmy, Timmy. Is it still winnable? If he doesn't die, but I feel like there's no way he lives. Like, no shot. Okay. Can I not? Guess not. Guess not. Ah, I want to expand, but I can't. Let's just do it anyway. want this guy to die knowing that we won because of him. Yeah, I've been floating so much this entire game. I'm not really a carrier kind of guy. True. I mean, 1 o'clock did really well. Like, really well to stay alive. Oh, 11 o'clock, rather. Like, it looks like I carried because I did so much with the time that 11 o'clock bought by not dying. Never doubted me a second. Dude, I doubted. I doubted so much. I'm so pessimistic lately. But yeah, GG, GG. GG. GG, GG. There he is. Weird guy. He's the guy. So earlier, I joined his lobby, and he, I joined his lobby, and he called me, he just randomly calls me a noob, and it was, he made an expert game, right? And he had a pre-made, and I said, why are you making a pre-made game and then giving me 2 teammates below 50%? And he said I wasn't making any sense. And I was like, look at their records. Or no, I said, oh, he's dumb too. That's what I said. And then we loaded into the game, and he said, look at their records, and then called me a retard and left. Like, he left his own lobby. I don't understand. I don't know what's like going through this dude's brain, but he's a weird guy. Something wrong with him. Yeah, it's just weird. Yeah, master engineer apparently. I love it. They all say like the same stuff. You get these like random, like really super insecure people online, and they always say they have the same lines. You don't even have to talk to them. Like that guy, I hadn't spoke to him. It's been a good like almost. It's been what 45 minutes to an hour since I last saw him. He just randomly starts messaging me again. Because here's the thing. In the real world, in real life, okay, this is how it works. In real life, if you are an engineer, right? And you make this much money and you're so good at the game and things like this, right? You don't need to message random people to talk about it, right? I don't think anyway. I've never felt the need to start messaging someone to talk to them about how good I am at StarCraft. Like, it's not that important to me. I know I'm good. Like, insecurity is a hell of a drug. So true. He's probably, you know what it is. So I have an upload that I'm going to do soon. I don't know if any of you guys were here for that. But I played against this guy. We did like a good like 6 1v1s or something. And I won 4-2, but the dude was like, he was weird. He was going on and on about how high he was and my wins didn't count. It was so weird. He was so angry. But it's like an hour and a half long VOD and I gotta edit it down, so it's been sitting there for like a month. But we'll get around to it eventually. It's probably that guy. Legitimately probably that guy. I'm bad at StarCraft, can I message you? That seems to be all it takes. Dude, everybody's picking. Well, I guess... Well, Gigi plays Terran. We got 2 observers.
Reporting for duty. I read you. SCV good to go, sir.
Not enough minerals.
SCV good to go, sir.
Not enough minerals. Not enough minerals.
Here's my team.
Good to go, sir.
Gigi. Shaya. She? Not Shaya. She never knows.
Reporting for duty. SCV good to go, sir. Orders, Captain.
True.
Not enough minerals.
SCV good to go, sir. SCV good to go,
Additional
sir.
supply depots required.
Job finished. Orders, Captain. Roger that. SCV good to go, sir. Yes, sir. SCV good to go, sir. Yes, sir.
Not enough minerals.
Okay. So, we're gonna get cannoned,
Go, sir.
and there's nothing we can do about it.
Not enough minerals.
So we need our team to stay alive.
SCV good to go, sir. Job finished. I read you.
Not a 9 pool?
Sir. Right away, sir. Job finished. I read you. Piece of me, boy.
Or did I miss the lings coming out?
SCV good to go, sir. Job finished. Roger that. Reporting for duty. You want a piece of me, boy?
You know what? I don't think I get cannons with how they're playing.
Job finished. Orders, Captain. You want a piece of me, boy? Give me something to shoot. SCV good to go, sir. You want a piece of me, boy? Commander. You want a piece of me, boy? SCV good to go, sir.
Ah, that was a little bit awkward.
Give me something to shoot. Yes, sir. Orders, Captain. Standing by. Go, go, go. Let's move. Standing by. Go, go, go. Rock and roll. I read you. Piece of me, boy. Rock and roll.
Additional supply depots required.
Up and good to go. Go, go, go. Let's move. Jacked up and good to go. Rock and roll. You want a piece of
Additional
me,
supply
boy?
depots required.
Yes, sir.
It's a bad supply block.
Yes, sir.
Your forces are under
Go,
attack.
go, go. Let's move. Rock and roll. Let's move. Rock and roll.
Yeah, it could have been a little bit better though.
Outstanding. Rock and roll. Outstanding. Rock and roll. Go, go, go. SCV good to go, sir. Jacked up and good to go. Outstanding. Report for duty. Yes, sir. Report for duty. Give me something to shoot. Rock and roll. Jacked up and good to go. Give me something to shoot. Let's move. Rock and roll. Give me something to shoot. Rock and roll. Yes, sir. I can't feel that. Orders, Captain.
Add-on
Give
complete.
me something to shoot.
Medical emergency.
Report for piece of me, boy.
Where does it hurt?
Piece of
Did
me,
someone
boy.
page me?
Standing by.
Where does it hurt?
I read you. Orders, Captain. Orders
Did
received.
someone page me?
Report for duty. Report for duty.
Where does it
Enough
hurt?
minerals.
Piece of me,
On
boy.
my way.
Give me something to shoot.
Did someone page me? On my way.
Piece of me, boy.
Where does it hurt?
SCV good to go, sir.
Did someone page me? On my way.
Research complete.
You want a piece of me, boy? Rock and roll.
Need medical
Orders,
attention?
Captain. SCV good to go, sir. Roger that. Job finished. Yes, sir. I read you.
On my way.
Yes, sir. I read you.
Did I not start this?
Me, boy. I read you.
Not enough minerals.
Orders, Captain. SCV good to go, sir. You want a piece of me, boy? Report for duty.
That factory not getting started is a really big mistake. Like a really big mistake.
You want a piece of me, boy? SCV good to go, sir. Report for duty. Orders, Captain. I can't tell there. Yes, sir. SCV good to go, sir. Orders, Captain. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Orders received. SCV good to go, sir. Roger that. Orders, Captain. You want a piece of me, boy?
Add-on complete.
Yes, sir.
State the nature of your medical emergency.
Job finished.
On my way.
Jacked up and good to go.
State the nature of your medical emergency. State the nature of your medical emergency. Right away.
Piece of me,
I'm
boy.
on the drive.
SCV good to go, sir. I read you. Standing by. Standing by. Commander.
State the nature of your medical emergency.
Kind of forgot. Where's my Stargate now? Like, what is happening?
Did someone page me?
Give me something to shoot.
Need medical attention? On my way. Where does it hurt?
Destination.
State the nature of your medical emergency.
SCV Delighted to, sir. Yes, sir. Reporting for duty.
What's up, Savvy?
Job
Research
finished.
complete. Not enough minerals. Additional supply depots required.
Where does it hurt?
Give me something to shoot.
forces are under attack.
Did someone page you? Where does it hurt? State the nature of your medical emergency. Did someone page you?
Destination. Proceeding. Orders, sir. Give me some of this shit. Orders, sir. Orders, sir. Absolutely. SCV
Your
good to go,
forces
sir.
are under attack.
Go, go, go. Let's move. Standing. SCV good to go, sir. Orders received. Proceeding. Let's move. I read you. Standing by. Yeah. Go, go, go. I read you. Destination.
Your forces are
State
under
the nature
attack.
of your medical
Complete.
emergency. Right away.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Additional supply depots required.
You want a piece of me,
Additional
boy?
supply depots required.
Did someone page me?
Let's move.
Additional supply depots required.
Let's move. Rock and roll. Report for duty. Yes, sir. Report for duty.
Additional supply depots
State the
required.
nature of your medical emergency.
Additional supply depots required.
Yeah.
Report for duty.
Your forces are under attack.
Need medical attention? On my way. State the nature of your medical emergency. I'm on the job. On my way.
You want a piece of me, boy? Give me some of this shoot.
I copy that.
Did someone page me?
SCV good to go, sir.
Strap yourself in,
I
boy.
read you. Identify target. I read you. Piece of me, boy. Order. Job finished.
Your forces
Destination.
are under
I got
attack.
Piece of me, boy. Destination. Delighted to, sir. Jacked up and good to go. Outstanding. Go, go, go.
input coordinates.
Jacked up and good to go. Outstanding. Yeah.
Base is under
Jacked up
attack.
and good to go. Give me some of this shoot. Rock and roll. Orders, Captain? Commander.
Your forces are under attack.
SCV good to go, sir. Affirmative. Right away, sir. Orders, Captain?
Okay, that drop messed him up.
Identify target. Right away, sir. SCV good to go, sir.
Buckle up.
Orders received. Right away, sir. Roger that. Proceeding.
On my way.
That kind of sucks.
Report for duty.
Your forces are under attack.
State the nature of your medical emergency. Did someone page me? On my way.
Orders, sir.
Where does it hurt?
Research complete.
Greetings, Command. SCV good to go,
Need
sir.
medical attention?
We have you on visual. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I know that's not how to handle a
Forces are under attack.
Some of this shoot. Delighted to, sir.
storm drop. Just kind of panicked a little bit.
State the nature of your medical emergency.
Your forces are under attack.
See the Templar coming from above.
Ready to roll out. Absolutely.
I'm on the job.
Orders, Captain?
I'm listening.
Yes, sir. SCV good to go, sir.
Where does it hurt? Right away.
We have you on visual, me, boy. Commencing.
Upgrade complete.
Report for duty. Explorer reporting. SCV good to go, affirmative, sir. Commencing. Excellent. Let's roll. Excellent. Piece of me, boy. Commencing. Ready to roll out. Affirmative, sir. Good to go, sir. Good to go. Receiving headquarters. Excellent. Let's roll. Reporting for duty. Yes, sir.
Greetings, Command. Excellent. Commencing. Excellent.
SCV good to go, sir.
Commencing. Ready to roll out.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty. I read you.
Have you on visual?
I copy that.
I read you.
Commander, you want a piece of me,
State
boy?
the nature of your medical emergency.
Destination?
State the nature of your medical emergency.
Give me something to shoot. Outstanding.
Orders, sir.
Job finished.
Identify target.
You want a piece of me, boy?
5.
SCV good to go, sir. I can't build there.
Orders, sir. Transmit orders.
Your forces are
Oh,
under
yeah, to go,
attack.
sir.
Receiving headquarters. Yes, sir.
Go ahead, HQ.
SCV good to go, sir.
I copy that.
Your forces are under attack.
Jacked up and good to go. Go, go, go.
Hang on, we're in for some shots.
Base is under attack.
Transmit orders.
Orders, Captain? SCV good to go, sir.
Additional supply depots required.
I'm trying to click my Marines, man. Holy crap.
SCV good to go, sir.
Your forces are under attack.
Greetings, Command.
SCV good to go, sir.
Greetings, Command.
Give me something to shoot.
Yeah, I know.
Outstanding. Let's move. Outstanding.
It didn't die to the tank shot after.
SCV good to go.
Whatever. I'm floating so much money, it doesn't matter.
I can't build there.
I always get so crammed up in this base.
Orders, Captain?
Greetings, Command.
Yes, sir.
Jacked up and good to go.
Greetings, Command. Let's roll.
Yes, sir.
Base is under attack.
Transmit orders.
You want a piece of me, boy?
SCV good to go, sir.
Affirmative, sir. Excellent. Commencing.
Job finished.
Affirmative, sir.
Your forces are under
Receiving
attack.
headquarters. Commencing.
Upgrade complete.
Transmit orders.
Job finished. Yes, sir. Affirmative.
We have you on visual. Excellent. Let's roll. Excellent. Affirmative,
good to go,
sir.
sir.
Let's roll. Excellent.
Your forces are under attack.
Receiving headquarters.
Reporting for duty.
Receiving headquarters.
Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty.
Identify target.
Go ahead, HQ.
Jacked up and good
Input
to go.
coordinates. Strap yourself in, boys.
Transmit orders. Identify
SCV good to go,
target.
sir.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Input coordinates.
Greetings, Command. Excellent. Let's roll. Commencing.
SCV good to go, sir.
We have you on visual. Commencing.
You want a piece of me, boy?
Additional supply forces are under attack.
Orders, Captain?
I'm listening. I
SCV good to
copy
go,
that.
sir.
Have you on visual? Affirmative, sir. Let's roll. Commencing.
Your forces are under attack.
Commencing. Affirmative, sir.
Give me something to
Absolutely.
Additional supply depots required. Your forces are under attack.
Orders received.
Additional supply depots required.
Affirmative.
Your forces are under attack.
outstanding. Let's move.
Identify target. Orders, sir. Moving. Absolutely.
Unacceptable
Yes, sir.
zone.
Job finished.
Commencing. Let's roll. Commencing.
Your forces forces are under attack. Not enough energy. Upgrade complete.
Job finished. Yes, sir. Roger that.
Receiving
Your
headquarters.
forces are under attack.
We have you on visual.
Add-on complete.
Greetings, Command. You want a piece of me, boy? Transmit orders.
Your forces are under attack.
Commander. Receiving headquarters. Commencing.
Orders, Captain. I read you. Orders received. I can't build it. Affirmative.
I really didn't do good this game at all. But whatever.
I can't build right away, sir. Orders received.
Receiving headquarters.
Strap yourself in, boy.
Report on duty.
You want a piece of me, boy?
I blame the base.
Greetings, Command.
Activity good to go, sir.
Add-on complete.
You want a piece of me, boy? Commencing. Yes, sir. Absolutely.
I can't build that.
Base is under attack.
SCV good to go, sir.
Receiving headquarters. We have you on visual. Receiving headquarters. Commander. Ready to roll out. Greetings, Command. Affirmative, sir.
Base is under attack.
Piece of me, boy.
Job finished.
Piece of me, boy. Go, go, go. Orders, sir. Destination.
Job finished.
Commencing.
Your forces are under attack.
I don't want to start micromanaging me.
Piece of me, boy. We have you on visual.
Job finished. Reporting for duty.
Jacked up and good to go.
Yes, sir. Orders, Captain.
Your forces are under attack.
Can't build it. Just in the way.
You want a piece of me, headquarters? Commencing. Ready to roll out, sir. Commencing. You want a piece of me, boy?
Your forces are under attack.
Affirmative, sir. Excellent. You want a piece of me, boy? Delighted to, sir. Greetings, Command. Standing by. Proceed. You want a piece of me, boy? Give me something to shoot. Identify target. Absolutely, Commander. Receiving headquarters. Yes, sir. Delighted to, sir. You want
Your
a piece of
forces
me,
are under
boy?
attack.
Receiving headquarters. Delighted to, yes, sir. You want a piece of me, boy?
Upgrade complete.
Moving. Delighted to, sir. Excellent.
Your forces are under attack.
Receiving headquarters. Delighted to, sir. Ready to roll out. Commencing. Excellent. Commencing. You want a piece of me, boy? You want a piece of me, boy?
Reporting for duty.
Excellent. Give me something to shoot. You want a
Your
piece of me?
forces are under attack.
Yes,
Ready
sir.
to roll out.
Additional supply depots required.
Give me something to shoot. We have you on visual.
Very stressful. I feel like I did not play well.
Orders received.
Identify target. Proceed. You want a piece of me, boy?
Orders, Captain.
Commander. Destination. Piece of me, boy. Transmit orders. Ready to roll out. Absolutely. Destination. Delighted to, sir. Yes, sir.
Your forces are under attack.
I got stuff like all over the place. I'm like so scatterbrained this game. This is the most scatterbrained I've been forever. But yeah, I can't believe how much damage that drop did. Like, I thought I would kill some drones. I didn't realize I'd kill, like, half of his drones and his Spire and his Hydra done. with 8 Marines. Like, I just wanted to interrupt him so he couldn't micro-circuit against my Marines and teammate at the same time. And then it was like... Yeah. But man, if I weren't floating so much money the entire time... GG, Queso. Appreciate you hanging out, dude. Am I lagging now? Oh, I did drop frames earlier. That's cool. That's good. I think I'm the one lagging. I'm like fluctuating. I'm not dropping frames right now though. Why does everyone hate him? So I guess they're not fully listening to me. I'm trying to say that they can kick one of the observers here because you'd play, but they're not really listening to me. You played really well though. Like, even the game you lost, I feel like you played really well. So we'll definitely have to play some more in the future too. He's observing with us, yeah. Yeah, Europe's got the BGH bots. I'd like to get back to playing them again. The reason I stopped though was because they lag so much a lot of the time. Alright, you can't do teams like this. You're rank A? Nice. Do you always pick Terran? Or do you play other races too? Yeah, the bots lag, exactly. That's the only thing I kind of don't like about it. They're too laggy a lot of the time. You're always playing at like 8 turn rate, extra high latency, and choppy, and it's just, playing in low latency is my worst nightmare. Eternally since 98. Nice. Where are you from, if you don't mind me asking? Because you're 8 hours ahead of me, I think, which I don't know where that's at. Like, I kind of know where 7 hours is, but not 8. Played the StarCraft demo on a Computer Games magazine. Romania? Okay, that's cool. I actually am going to be moving to Germany potentially in the next few months here. Just kind of exciting. What's the teams? So it's spring, so it's brown and red, I know. That's the only ones I know. Or yellow, white, blue? Okay, so yellow, white, blue. Oh, that's easy then. Kind of the bottom sides here. Yeah, I used to play on... I play on Europe sometimes. Right now I'm not because I'm on the farm and my schedule's kind of weird, but... City man? No. In Alabama? No, not exactly. Wait, why and when moving to Germany? Well, I've wanted to move to Europe for a very long time. My girlfriend lives in Germany. I have a few friends in Germany. And yeah, that's just the place that kind of works for me. So I'm kind of excited for it. It'll probably be in like 2 to 3 months, I think, if things go well. But I'll keep you guys updated, because... yeah, it does matter for the stream as well. But GG, you probably know, I play with Rose's Mouse and Zerung, or Lucian Peter. I play with them too. They're nice people. It's chaos. This will always favor top team though, like massively. So here's the thing about how I would love to play a game like this. Okay. You got their entire team topside. If I were blue, or even yellow, or white rather, I would be in heaven right now, because you can go Dragoon and control the map so well with all three of them there. You don't have to worry about flanks. You wouldn't be able to kill anybody, but you could get like massive, like pretty much 100% trades. Micro and Goon up in this like area here. And you got a Zerg that went 9 pulled beside you. Although the way Tiny plays is like super it's not the best for team environments, I think. He's a great 1v1 player because he plays so weird. Like his style is really good for 1v1. And also has more bases? Yeah, for sure. Well, I think, like, in my opinion, this favors the team that's Yeah, I got the bottom side of the map. It's a Bio Terran and double Zealot Protoss. Like, Goons would reign supreme so hard this game. I feel like I never get to go Goons because I'm always against 9 pool. It's good enough for one lurker. Just lost an Overlord. Always got one lurker, okay. No scanner. I guess that's what he was saying. Yeah. But this is super wasteful by blue. Like, the Protosses just need to... Everybody chill, right? Everybody needs to just chill. Because you're fighting 2v3 on the map right now, so you're always going to be taking bad trades. We don't have defensive cannons or anything. They don't have to hit the Zerg, right? The Zerg has lurkers, so they're like, okay, we want it the Zerg. Yeah, I think he was too, to be honest. I wish I'd got to play in, like, internet cafes and stuff. Sorry, he's starting a scanner now? Spring, no. Not like this. Oh, you know what? I mean, that actually isn't... You know what? He's actually right. That's actually not a bad try. Okay, I take that back. That's like almost 200 IQ, actually. Because you'd get the 50 energy faster, killing it and rebuilding it. That's what he was trying to do. So that's actually a really smart attempt. It's not going to work because you got 2 lurkers on it already, but that is a smart attempt. Yeah, I'll give him credit for that one. Yeah, no, the lurker burrowed in the barracks. That kills the siege tank if that happens. Do you guys know that? If you land a building on top of a tank as it's sieging, it kills the tank instead. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, yeah. That's what he was trying to do. That was actually smart. It looked really dumb, but it was smart. See, this is the problem with how Tiny plays, man. It's so bad for your teammates. Like, he did end up killing one this time, so it, like, kind of works. But they could have lost the game. They will win this one, like, it worked out. But I think it's a really... It's like how he did his 1v1s against, if you guys saw his 1v1s against Artosis. He did, like, carrier rushes and, like, super coin flippy builds, and it was the same when he 1v1'd me, like... He doesn't play to win consistently, he plays to catch people off guard and, like, get cheesy wins. And I think that... You shouldn't play like that if you're confident that you're better than somebody. But I think they're still in pretty good position. Like, blue didn't take that much damage. They should have been a player down, to be honest, before they're actually even relevant. That's what I was saying, though. Like, when they took this trade mid, if Brown kept his bio with the Zealots, they could have killed either Protoss 100%. So it was actually just miscontrolled by the other team. Because, like, they were wasting in mid, too. That they were pretty much doomed. Is just a little bit of a mistake by the top team. Actually, a massive mistake, because they could have won the game. That friendly fire, though. Got the 2 guns on the last shot. Yeah, sadly they've lost. Looks like Tiny gets his win. The home team's pretty weak. Spring can be really good sometimes. He made a few mistakes though. Gotta tag it and show him how to play Terran. Yeah. You got lucky the Terran didn't bother making scanner. Yeah, that's what it's weird, right? That when you have Academy, you have to go. Oh, he's dead. You have to go scanner quickly. You want it for like DTs, lurkers. Like you're against double toss and a Zerg that rush layer. I thought they even maybe they didn't see it. But you're against the Zerg and you know Tiny goes cheese. So it's like, you want scanner early, not just because you'll necessarily need it early, but you also want as much energy as possible for 2-3 scans by the time stuff comes out. So that you have scans ready to defend yourself while you go into A, turrets, and B, detection, like mobile detection. Because imagine if Brown has a forward bunker, he's got Academy, so he should have range, and he's got 2 scans already ready, right? Those lurkers never even get inside, and they don't win this game. This game's over, though. Yeah, it's done. So somebody spoke to me about doing kind of organizing a BGH tournament and me being one of the casters. Would you guys be interested in something like that? My version of casting, for the record, is basically like this, like saying what people should or shouldn't do. So it doesn't really count as casting, but yeah, that's what I would do. Even 3 pros couldn't pull this back? Yeah, I don't think so. Actually, yeah, 100%. You got all 3 teammates. Or all 3 of them with I should talk about my mechanics when I play. Man, it's so hard, though. I've actually thought about it. I try to do a little bit of explaining my thought process sometimes, but depending on how good I feel, it's a little hard for me to do it while I'm playing. Yeah, exactly. It's hard to do both at the same time. I could do it at like a low-level game, so in an in-house, these tougher games, I don't think I could ever do it, but in like low-level games, I absolutely could do it. Love to see a BGH tourney. Would it be 3v3? I wonder how many high-level teams you could wrangle. Yeah, I'd like to do a 3v3 BGH tourney. Man, maybe I could just set up my own thing. I was gonna do it with Payne. He would get some like people from the Philippines and stuff. But maybe I could actually recruit some of these players too. Yeah, there are. There are good players all around. I kind of know both communities pretty well. The thing I would do is I would not have people on pre-made teams, I would probably do something like separate them in tiers or something and like kind of randomize teams, because if I allowed pre-mades, there are some people that would just make incredibly stacked teams, and it'd be really unfun for like lower level players that wanted to participate. So I think I would like kind of scramble teams if I were to do something like that. And it would be for fun. Like, you know, I wouldn't have a payout or anything, because if I did randomize teams and then had a payout, some people would definitely get upset, and I wouldn't blame them. I don't know, we would think about how we want to do it. I mean, this is just off the top of my head things I'm thinking of. That's kind of what I'm thinking, right? It could be like a good learning experience for people playing. The Korean server, from what I've got on there a few times, and I have never seen BGH, I've only ever seen Hunters, so I don't think they play BGH. Or if they do, it's like really rare. I tried playing Hunters over there, but I can't read Korean, so I don't know what lobbies I'm joining, and I get banned every single time. So I never actually got to play any games over there. Plus, I probably show lag. Yeah, they just play regular Hunters. Because even in Europe, I think I show yellow. So Korea's gonna be worse. Purple's actually playing pretty well this game. Like, he's macroing pretty well. It just doesn't matter. Ugh, that hurts. Oh, he can't rebuild his Nexus. It's making him much hilarious. And he's floating so much money. So that's the one thing I'll say about Tiny. He has, like, he plays really weird. And the reason, when you 1v1, all I'd have to do is deal with his cheese and then just out macro him. But sometimes I wouldn't know what cheese he's hitting me with. He plays so weird. Romania also has top 3 internet. Oh, really? I didn't know Romania had such good internet. Because of the web chat girls. Okay. I know you guys aren't starting without me. Yeah, I know, they're pretty popular tonight, huh? I like this. Aussie play. I'll play. Aussie play. Aussie up. Aussie up. Let him play. I feel good about... I took that break and came back, and I feel like I'm playing pretty well tonight. Pretty good. Looks like a lag fest. How surprised are you right now, huh? Okay, it's lagging. A little bit. They'll fix latency and then it's fine.
You have not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals.
So should I call you Giggy or is it GG or how do I say it?
You have not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals. You have not enough minerals.
I would also love that.
You must construct additional pylons.
It's Romanian for George. StarCraft GG, okay. SCV Legend, thanks for the follow, dude. Spring's funny. I think him and Tiny are pretty good friends. Oh yeah, GG, thank you for the follow too. Flower took your spot? I don't even know who that is. Alright, so we got Tiny in our team, which means we have to 2v3 for a while. While he does something goofy. Game sense? Oh, yeah, Mystics? Yeah.
You have not enough minerals.
It's young Luke.
My life for hire. You have not enough minerals.
Dude, if we get to have like 3 1v1s, that'd be super fun actually.
Minerals. I long for combat. Cheers. I long for combat. My life for hire. Honor guide me. You must construct additional pylons. Cheers. You must construct additional pylons. I long for combat. Moradun. Kaogola. Monam calls. Isatsu. Honor guide me. I long for combat. My life for hire. Monam calls. You must construct additional pylons. Isatsu. Monam calls. I long for combat. Kaogola. You've not enough minerals. Isatsu. Honor guide me. Cheers. You must construct additional pylons. I long for combat. Isatsu. I long for combat.
No way is he going cannon. I've just already won them.
Honor guide me. Asasur. I long for combat.
He'll hold, but he's gonna die to the goons. Oops. We were gonna... Okay, so I want to show you guys something, okay? I want to show you guys something that I think is extremely important, and this is something I want to teach people about BGH macro, okay? Okay, rule number 1 is always make probes before anything. Okay, so I want to show you my opener that is different from everybody else I ever see. My first zealot is always slower, right? But that first zealot being slower never works against you, ever. In like any situation except maybe like, what, like a 4 pull, 6, 7 pull, something like that. So let me show you, right? So he goes pylon at basically the same time as me, a little bit sooner, okay? So I almost guarantee you this guy's going to cut a probe at some point, and I'm not going to do that. How many probes before pylon? So it's 8 pylon, and then, yeah, gateway after. But basically, the basic concept is never, ever stop making probes. Right? So here we go. It's already started. Cannons also. Cannons are just bad. You cannot make cannons in a situation like this. So already look at this, right? We have an idle nexus, right? Every single little bit of idle makes a massive difference. You can't let that happen. So we're already, like it's going to happen again, right? Starts another probe. So look at this. We're almost an entire probe ahead. When this probe comes out sooner, right? So we're about to start mining with 1 extra probe. When his is about 2/3 done, a little bit less. Okay, so that's 1 extra return. This stuff is like exponential. You get that 1 extra return faster, you get like an extra probe faster, etc., etc. It snowballs really quickly, so it's super important, and you'll always see that I always win an eco, right? Because of how important I think this is. So we're idle again. And then he starts. So we're now more than an entire probe ahead. And it just keeps happening, right? This is like normal. He's a little bit worse about it than a lot of people are, but you'll even see if I play against really good players, I'm always ahead on eco. Right? So he lost this probe that he scouted with. I would never let that happen. I continue probe production. So it's like, I'm up 6 supply right now. Right? I'm floating more money, and I'm up 5 to 6 supply. I did get a 1 zealot trade that was in my favor. But even though it's 2 probes, I'm up this much supply. Because of how big of a difference it makes. Just keeping up with eco that tiny bit more. With me floating 200 more minerals. But he also goes forward, which is just terrible. Like, see, we're idle here too during the fighting. You don't see me doing that nearly as much. As I have to come out. But yeah, you get the idea. So it's like, even though we were even on zealots, because my eco was so much better, and like, look during combat, now I'm up 5, right? It's just so massive. Yeah, you don't want choke in this position either. Like, Dragoons just do so good against this. But anyway, the basic point being that always, always, always keep up your worker production. That is the most important thing in BGH. It's still pretty important in ladder, but I think in BGH, because you have so many extra patches, it's even more important. But see, look at the resources, right? The reason my score is so much higher is because I will always win in resources in like every single game. I keep my Nexus in the beginning, but I'm pretty bad about not keeping it up. I'm actually really lazy with hotkeys. Yeah, the splitting mineral patches is really important, right? That's also true. Kind of missed the lobby because I will play hunters. I've done it a couple of times. I don't do it very often, but I do it sometimes. BGH is so complicated. Yeah, it's not that complicated. Typically, I guess the less money you go, like the lower the money, the more the like intricacies matter. Yeah, I'm just talking about worker production and like how important it is in BGH. Because my worker production is always ahead of the entire game. Always. And yeah, exactly. Like when you go to like hunters and things like that, the lower like resources on maps, typically the more it comes down to like build order and like maximizing like build orders and like certain like intricacies. Whereas BGH can be a little bit more mindless. It's just like worker, 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 worker. Like on BGH, you can get through macro with just macro pretty well. Although I think in fastest, strategies also are pretty important. Is there 12 hatch expand opener simply always too risky in 3v3? I prefer 12 hatch, but I don't like expanding. I think expanding with Zerg early is pretty overrated, to be honest with you. Because you need like over 30 drones to saturate your first base, so you can do like 3 hatch and then 4th hatch can be an expansion in almost all scenarios. And Zerg plays lower eco, typically, than the other races. Honk. Fans play hunters because once there is team ladder, there won't be any money maps like BGH. Yeah. Makes sense. Yeah, 9 pool is pretty much always what you're doing at Zerg, at least at a higher level. Unless you're me and you want to get flanked by your team. 12 pool is really good against 9 pool, but it's bad in a team setting because you can't help your team for a while if you open 12 pool. Why? This guy. Yeah, typically 9 pool in an in-house is played for map control. That's pretty much all it's for. You're not looking for damage. In Zerg vs Zerg 9 pool, do you ever bring a drone for an offensive sunken? Never. I don't. I don't because I know how to counter it, but I think most people don't know how to deal with offensive sunkens. But if someone ever brings offensive sunkens, if the lings are lagging behind enough anyway, it's especially easy. But if you're like 12 pull or something like that, it's still really easy to hold. But if someone just tries to sunken push you, remember that if you put 3 drones on a creep colony when it starts, and you keep those 3 drones on it the whole time, whenever the sunken finishes, it will die immediately. It will spawn with 1 HP, and then die. What are my cheese games? You mean like my for fun games, or? That is on Saturday. So Saturday is my for fun games, and then Sunday is my games with viewers. Although I've never had a viewer ask to play with me yet on Sunday. Look forward to the Aussie Cannon Rush. Heck yeah. Yeah, I did get a redeem for mass fire bats, but it was very anticlimactic. And BGH Encyclopedia. Yeah, we won. Basically what happened was, I think I made 4 Marines in a bunker defensively because I got 9 pulled, and then did like 1 barrack academy, 2nd barracks. Went straight into mass firebat. His teammate was dying to my teammate, and I had like 15 firebats outside of the Protoss's base, and he had only zealots, so he just left. He didn't even like fight me. It was very sad. We did have some pretty fun strategies. I'll probably end up uploading almost all of them, because every time I took one, they came out pretty fun. Most of them, anyway. There was one we did that was really fun, where I played with Buns, and the rule was that we could defend however we wanted to, but we could only attack with air units. Yeah, that was kind of a fun game. I think I got Terran, and went like Mass Wraith into BC. And then Buns basically just got attacked the entire time. We also had a game where the rule was that I could only attack by making a command center and then floating the command center into their base. And I could basically attack them by defending the floating command center. But the best part about it was, like, I'm building command centers in the middle of the map and then floating them into bases while I kill them, and nobody said anything the entire game. They're just like, yep, this is normal. And it was actually kind of fun because it just felt like I was like, well, I say fun. Yeah, it was fun. It was funny. But I felt like I was like colonizing, like legit. Like floating, just coming into their land with a floating base, killing them off and taking over their base as they die. Thought I'd play the game that way? Nope. So I think, so I started a new,
Not enough minerals.
a new, that's what I did. Oh my god, it's a disaster. What I call them, like, strategy request or something? I don't remember what I call that, but it's like a new little thing I'm doing on YouTube now for it. Dude, my depot was so late. It's not my fault. This is why I can't hardly explain what I'm thinking while I play. Let's try it though, huh? So this game I'm just going bio simply because I have a teammate that's going to go mech. We have a Protoss, we have no Zerg. They are Toss Toss Random, Toss Toss Zerg. Did I say Toss? Right. Double Toss Zerg. So bio's good here. I have AFK workers because I'm completely out of it right now. My build order with Terran is always 9 depot, and then 13 barracks. Sorry, 11 or 12 barracks? 13 barracks, and then 14 depot. There we started to pull an SCV just in case we went to harass. As soon as we see the probe turns around, we go back to mining. We see 2 gate here. 9 pull with an early sunken. So we're assuming yellow's bad.
Not enough minerals.
Go and start at 3 barracks. We can play no gas because we have a mech and Terran.
Minerals.
We're just gonna assume this toss is going 2 gate as well.
Not enough minerals.
Same as always, we prioritize workers. We always want to try and
Enough minerals.
start up a second SCV if it's getting close to finishing. I always queue it early in case things like this line up right away, right? So you always want to queue the second one. Makes it easier to manage. Continue non-stop depot production at this point. Once we get to where we're affording the 3 barracks pretty consistently because of our worker production, then we can go and drop the gas. Normally I would not recommend
Required.
moving out this far, but I think yellow's not that good. Against a 9 pull, you would not be able to move out like this.
Not enough minerals.
Yeah, we're getting cannons, so we're going to start harassing.
Your forces are under
So the reason it's good to trade like this, even if we don't stop the cannons from coming up, is because any units we kill
Insufficient phosphate.
is that many less units that our teammates have to worry about. I died.
Insufficient phosphate gas.
Reporting for duty. Roger that. Orders received. Job finished. Checked up and good to go. Yes, sir. I can't build there.
So it's one of the things I really like about going 3 gate or 3 barrack bio, because even if you're getting cannoned, you can fight them while they cannon you. This isn't really the best example of it, but it did kind of turn out okay. So like, we killed his entire army and we killed a bunch of lings, right? It's a little bit easier of a fight than it would normally be because we're not against the best players. But like I said, anytime you're trading, so it's like not only was he, what was I killing units, right? He's also having to keep up with the fight, which affects his production. And it makes it where if he gets counterattacked like he did, then he takes more damage because he's having to keep up with that. Okay, so we started Academy and eBay at the same time, just because a lot of times cannon follow-up is going to be DT. So we want turrets so that we don't have to use any scans in case we need scans earlier or later on while we're pushing out. I personally don't like to go
Add-on complete.
to bio bust this because if they overbuild cannons, then you've wasted time and money on bio. That's not going to do any good. So I prefer to wait for tanks instead of pushing through like 4 cannons. I'll kill a lot of bio, right? So it means my team's going to be alone longer, but it does mean that when we break out, we're going to have everything. So our push is going to be extremely powerful by the time we push out.
Orders, sir. Give me something to shoot. Identify target.
Not enough minerals.
Moving. Delighted to, sir.
Job finished.
Research complete.
Here we see what's Hydra done. Doesn't really matter what the Zerg's doing for tank bio, to be honest.
Complete. Not enough minerals.
Sir. Proceeding.
Reporting for duty.
Yeah, to break out of a cannon push, you want the tanks to take priority. Because you want to be able to break out as soon as possible. You're going to have your upgrades before you start like officially breaking out. So there's no rush on getting those upgrades. Getting the tanks to start breaking out faster is much more important.
Upgrade complete.
See, there's our range.
Identify target.
Yeah, we know this guy is going or Hydra Lurker, but because we have so many mines covering mid, we don't have to worry about it. So I have scans saved up at this point. I'm going to go and start hotkeying my army because we're going to push now.
Destination. Orders, sir.
Nature of your medical emergency.
We can pretty much freely go after the Protoss without having to worry about anything.
Identify target.
Where does it hurt?
Additional supply depots require forces are under attack.
State the nature of your medical emergency.
Also, I moved this down for the expansion. I know that we're going to get a good trade. Even if we don't kill him, there's no way with our army right here that we have to worry about getting counter-pushed or anything like that. There's not going to be any counterattack, and even if Purple defeats our army, he's not going to have anything for us to worry about. I'm getting killed by my own teammates' Widow Mines, Spider Mines, Widow Mines, Spider Mines, yeah. So he has DT, but we have 3 scans saved up.
Identify target.
Did someone page me?
Identify target. Destination.
Yes, sir.
So here we can start targeting this down so we don't have to worry about a ton of DC coming out. We did see that he has Storm. Or he'll have Storm soon.
State the nature of your medical emergency.
So we're just keeping an eye on the Templar, that's why I'm looking down like this right now.
Need medical attention?
Your forces are under attack.
I read you.
I just scanned ahead because I wanted to see where his Templar was. Make sure I don't accidentally bunch up as it's coming out here. We're going to scan again to get vision of it so that we can target it.
Add-on complete.
Ready to roll out. Identify target.
SCP good to go, sir.
And he can't produce anything anymore. He's trying to make gateways on the bottom.
Where is it, sir?
Orders now finished. SCP good to go, sir.
You want a piece of me, boy?
There you go. It's a little bit of me trying to explain my thought process while playing. It's very difficult. I knew I'd only be able to do it against like bad players, like mediocre players though. You know, copy your strategies and win all the time now. Nice. Sound? Sandy? I'm gonna call you Sandy. Sandy, thank you for the follow, appreciate it. Let me scroll up. I couldn't like read properly and do that at the same time. Should probably pay attention, but I just woke up. No, you're good. You're still on a campaign. Sandy? Okay, cool. Got it. Or Sunday? Okay. Got it. Dude, that was kind of hard for me. I would do something and then remember that I have to say something. Take your red back. What a punk. Probably just talk and not read. Yeah, while I'm doing that. Absolutely, I can't really read and talk.
You have not enough minerals.
Have you ever seen optical flares from medic used by to any advantage? Man, it's very rare. I've seen it sometimes, but very rare. And it's usually more like for fun than being like legitimate. But yeah, we could try something like that. The only thing that optical flares like genuinely good against are overlords. It's like the only thing. But we could try like an optical flare game and see what happens. Figure something out.
Additional pylons.
Like in maelstroms and stuff. The hard part with spellcasters is how long how long it takes to get to where you're casting the abilities. Supply block build? What does that mean? I literally tagged that probe so he'd remember to leave with it. Literally. Maybe even weaker. So Lee, what I'll tell you, if you have like ideas that you think of that you want me to try and do, I was hoping you would know to block that. Even a CV. Sorry, I'll go back to you on that one. I will finish my thought later. That kind of sucked. Alright, good enough. Ugh. That was close. I took like no worker damage though. Like I'm still fully saturated. I couldn't watch my attack at 12 o'clock at all. Magenta's like really bad on. Does he still not have tanks even? It's got one. Okay. Ooh. It is fun today. Isn't that weird? Oh, he's got plenty of tanks. Yeah, we've had some good games today. Yellow did a good job being able to show up to help me, even though he took so much damage this game. That was really good by him. It allowed me to survive the counterattack while killing 12 o'clock. And like I said, it took 0 probe damage, so I was still like really healthy. I could have microed a lot better. Yeah, I could have done it much better, but still came out okay. It's 1:30. Getting kinda late. Can't quit on a heater. Yeah, I'll do one more game. Comedian. Oh, that's why I'm floating so much. This is sped up. I knew something was wrong. But I just didn't like stop to even like pay attention and think about it. It like didn't register until just this moment. As to why I was like struggling to keep up with the pace a little bit. Yeah, I totally did not realize. It's way too early. I knew he was gonna say that. People always say that, and that's just not true. $2.99 poker though, well worth the speed up. Two-ish hour game. Hey Richard, good afternoon. I almost feel like going on another APM rant right now. What I think of APM. That's partially true. The problem is you can like... I'll talk about it later. Sorry guys, game's too fast, can't talk to you. Sorry guys. So we took that trade purely to reduce the bio count. Because that bio count can get really scary. Like if he has that much massed up and he gets to stim medic with that much, it gets really scary really quickly. We can't really kill topside for a while, so... Problem is I blocked off my nexus. That's okay. Yeah, 5 is pretty much the one that we kill first. We do have to worry about Muta pretty soon. Oh, very soon. This is what I mean, man. When it's sped up, my timers like in my head are just off. I have a very strong team right now. Almost like too strong of a team, to be honest with you. Par. So one more P. Par. Like a super late transfer. I don't